We have bad reception down here.
I mean, I'm getting bars, though.
Are you dropping bars? Are you a rapper?
My name's Peter, and I'm here to say...
Oh, yeah, there. Hey.
Hey!
Beware, morning, and welcome, everybody.
Ooh, I like your morning zoo crew.
Beware and warning and welcome everyone to Choose Your Own Book Club. This is a book club all about the Choose Your Own Adventure books and the adventures we get into along the way. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also.
That's not how I talk. You
You have to sound like.
But it's my morning, Abby.
In the morning, I still sound like this.
Okay.
I sound like this all the time. You have to sound like you are a heavy smoker.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
Perfect. I've shredded my voice over years of reading really loud and singing even louder.
And trying to entertain kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian. We were just messing with you.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
Mm-hmm. And so today we're covering a very special book.
Some might say we're covering two books.
I wouldn't say that. I would say we're covering the same book.
Well, we don't know how similar.
Yeah, that's true.
Books are.
It's a mystery. Much like this book is a mystery. We don't know. So our book for the day is Cup of Death.
Or The Mystery of Ura Senke.
Mm-hmm. So it's number 44.
44. And it's the first book written by Shannon Gilligan.
Yes.
Which we're pumped to talk about.
Yes. Uh-huh. So before this is written in 1985. Before this, she was a programmer. Mm-hmm. Either going to develop or did develop kind of computer games based on Choose Your Own Adventure. Mm-hmm. Along the way, Ari Montgomery and Shannon Gilligan get married.
Yeah.
And then so she starts writing for CYOA for the series. And then eventually Ari Montgomery's two sons end up writing for the series too.
Yeah.
So it's very, this is kind of where it starts to become like almost a family business.
Right. And Shannon Gilligan is, I believe, the current like CEO owner of CYOA.
Correct.
And I don't know if she still writes any of the books though.
I don't think she's written in a while. She'll still do like talks, like she'll still pop up for like publicity appearances, things like that. But I think she just runs the company silently.
Cool. Girl boss.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there was a post out. CYOA does a really good job with their social media. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And totally. And
what's up, Lizzie? Hi.
There was a post a couple months ago about how it's obviously a female-owned company, but most of the employees are female.
Yeah, I think they did something for like International Women's Day.
That's probably what it was.
How like a lot of their company is female-owned, female-run, female-driven.
Right.
Go femmes, go dolls. Yeah.
Oh, you dropped this.
What?
This crown. Queens. I'm trying, all right?
Yeah, Peter's a feminist too, don't worry.
First impressions was this book takes place in Japan. Mm-hmm. And I was like, uh-oh, world traveling. We're in for some rough waters.
Yeah, I was a little anxious. As usual, anytime we're getting into globetrotting, I'm a little nervous. Mm-hmm. About how it's going to be handled culturally. Mm-hmm.
But at least for my copy, I was shocked by how well this is done.
Me too.
Oh, good. So yeah, there's probably not a whole lot of changes in between the two.
Yeah, probably not.
Overall, like this reads perfectly.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
It had some similarities in terms of mystery style to
Harlow Thrombey.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that too. But this almost works better as a mystery than Harlow Thrombey.
Oh, you thought so?
I thought so. I didn't think it was as fun as Harlow Thrombey because Harlow Thrombey's a little bit more wackier, a little bit more crazier. Yeah. There's also a murder aspect to it, which I think is a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, also the beer bottle that you find.
The beer bottle that you find. Yeah.
But this one too, it starts off with you
solving
a mystery.
Mm-hmm. I guess let's just get right into summary with Choose Your Own Summary. So, Abby, you're going to describe this book in 6 seconds or less. And I think This one's going to be fairly easy to summarize, I think, because this is a pretty straightforward book.
Yeah.
Not that many tangents, which I think is usually, especially when you're doing it with a mystery, that's probably a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to describe this book, 60 seconds or less, but you got to choose how you want to do it.
Okay.
So option number 1 is, this one's called Cup of Death, which sounds very like frat boy, like hazing ritual, like cup of death, cup of death.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm going to need you to drink something for 60 seconds. We'll figure it out what it is.
Okay.
Option number 2 is tea really plays into this book, basically from start to end. So I want you to like stir a cup of tea for 60 seconds and kind of do like a ASMR description of this book. Very calmly.
Okay, calmly. Or could I just like give the tea sis? Like gossip.
Or spill the tea. You can take it that way too. I like that. Okay, so you ready?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so 60 seconds starts now.
Okay. You're a child in Japan, and your friend calls you and asks you to come and help solve a mystery that started at his brother's tea place.
You're just making eye contact with me. It's a little...
The tea place.
Oh my God.
that kind of took people out of it.
Sorry. The tea place had a really fancy tea bowl that was stolen. It went missing in the middle of a tea ceremony. That was super important for some reason. It had a bunch of fancy people at it. You need to go and
15
find
seconds.
it because you solved a mystery one time, apparently. It could have been stolen by a lady who is a gem dealer, or it could have been stolen by the art or the Yakuza. Thanks for tuning in. I'm making a Tulsi tea.
Tulsi?
Tulsi. Tulsi.
What is that?
It's an herb.
Can you just talk normal, please?
No.
Nope. I figured, yeah, you would just want to keep doing
I'm
that.
in character. It's tea time.
That's your ASMR voice.
It's tea time, baby.
That was pretty good. And kind of like I said, this book is fairly straightforward. There's not a whole lot of tangents.
Nope.
I kind of had to run through this book, and I was able to kind of just read it almost from front to back.
I'm actually going to drink this tea.
Right, but I'm just waiting for you to...
You're waiting for my tea preparations to be done.
Everything has to be very exact. I learned that from this book.
I learned a lot about tea from this book.
Right. So yeah, you're on the couch staring out the window. It's another cold, gray day. It's January 3rd, the last official day of New Year's celebration in Japan. So your family is spending the year in Kyoto. And even if Japanese school is 3 times harder than school in the United States, you'll almost be glad when classes start again in 2 days. Are you good? Or are you just going to... It's the eye contact that's bad.
You made me talk like that prospector guy. No, conquistador.
Yeah. That was 2 weeks ago, though, Abby.
2 weeks ago, you made me talk like the conquistador, and it really bothered me.
Like your feelings, or...
It really bothered my throat.
Oh, it really hurt my feelings that you made me talk like a conquistador. See, anything is better than a boring vacation. So you're a nerd. You just, yay, school.
School is so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I actually do really love school.
I did like school too. Like in high school, I never skipped out.
You know, my brother's a year older than me, so like he would bring me homework and stuff.
Mm.
And my brother liked to be in the same classes as me so that I would help him do his homework.
So yeah, then you hear the ring of the telephone and it interrupts your thoughts. And you say mushi mushi, which is into the receiver, answering Japanese style. Not in Japanese, just Japanese style.
Moshi moshi.
And then, so yeah, you recognize it's the voice of Kenichi Doi.
Kenichi Doi?
It's your best friend. He says, I can't talk on the phone.
I can't talk right now. I'm at Ura Senke, the tea ceremony school where my older brother, Takashi, works.
Mm-hmm. This is maybe a little bit of a problem with the book, that it shouldn't have been this character and an older brother character. It should have just been one character.
Well, especially because when you see the older brother character in the illustrations, at least in my illustrations, bro is like losing hair.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
for real. Like, has a receding hairline. And I'm like, he's that much older than you? For real?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you have cool illustrations. Just to make it a little bit simpler, because there's going to be a lot of characters in this book, they probably just could have combined it into one.
Yeah,
But we're nitpicking.
for sure.
So yeah, you head over to this special school.
And you just tell your mom, I'm going to be gone the rest of the day.
Hold my calls.
You're like, lady, I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, okay, even though we've only been here for a couple months, and you probably don't know your way around everything really well. Bye.
Also, that was another note I had. Like right off the bat, that you're not just traveling to a foreign land, on vacation or like jet setting or like this world expedition. You have been here for at least some time.
Yeah, you've lived here
Right.
for a while. You go to school.
So I think right off the bat, that's an upgrade. You don't know everything, which is fine because as the reader, you wouldn't.
Right.
But you as the character are at least familiar with some people. You have an understanding of the culture to a point, which I think that's the way to do it. So yeah, you arrive at the school and then you see the brother,
Takashi.
Takashi, thank you. So he bows. He says, I'm glad you could come over. He knows that you solved the mystery in your own country. And you're like, oh, well, Mrs. Whipple just had a greedy nephew. Figured out who stole her husband's coin collection was easy. Never says why.
Because he was greedy.
Yes, that's the why you took it, but not
Yeah.
like a how you figured it out.
Well, because you're like, well, look at that guy over there. He's like drumming his fingers together
He's twirling his mustache.
and twirling his mustache and going, He tied a lady up to the railroad tracks. I saw it. He has on Juicy Couture outfit, but instead of the butt saying juicy, it says greedy.
Of course, you're a detective already, because why wouldn't you be?
Every child is part detective,
All the time.
always.
Mm-hmm.
You have an inquisitive nature, and you're like, is there a mystery to solve?
Mm-hmm.
Who stole this thing? Was it my brother? It was probably my brother.
Because the suspects are very minimal.
Can I blame it on my brother? It definitely was him. He's suspicious looking.
And so this morning, just before I was about to perform a tea ceremony for 4 extremely distinguished guests, I discovered that the tea bowl I had set out was missing. You find out that it was stolen, and it gets into a lot of detail about what this bowl looks like and just tea ceremonies in general. And so, yeah, this is all exposition about just tea ceremonies and about this culture. You don't really need any of this for the mystery. It shows that Shannon really did her homework and has an appreciation for this culture.
Yeah.
And also just wants you to understand the culture too, because it is really interesting.
Yeah. It made me really curious too to know if Shannon Gilligan had like lived in Japan for any portion of time or, spent like a long amount of time there, because a lot of attention to detail on that.
So yeah, the bowl you're looking for is yukisu, which means it looks like snow, cloudy kind of bowl, I imagine. And several years ago, it was made a national treasure. And then but it's only been gone for about an hour because this tea ceremony was scheduled for 10:30. You just realize it's gone, or the brother just realized it's gone. And so this is your first real choice is, do you go to the police right away, or do you as an aspiring detective just try to figure it out?
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I wanted to talk to the 4 guests and
Right.
figure out more information. I was like, I don't want to talk to the cops. I don't want to get them involved.
I just thought it'd be more fun as
Yeah.
a mystery if I didn't have the cops involved.
I'm a detective. I don't need nobody's help.
Right. And if you go to the cops anyway, you're never really able to. Like, you get cornered by the Yakuza right away.
Yeah.
And
It's boring.
And then the mystery is kind of spelled out for you, which we don't usually like. The mystery is kind of just told to you, as opposed to you kind of figuring out and narrowing down suspects.
Well, and the mystery is explained, and you don't really find the actual tea bowl.
Right. In this path.
Yeah. So it's kind of pointless.
So we both investigated the peoples.
Yeah. And Takashi says there were 4 guests altogether. There was Noriko Oda, Taro Sakamoto, Hiro Narita, and Shoji Hata.
And then Sakamoto is potentially going to be the prime minister in the spring. And then this Hiro Narita is part of the Congress. But these two don't necessarily like each other.
Yeah, they're like opposing factions.
Yes. And so this tea ceremony was kind of created by Mrs. Oda to kind of bring peace between these two people. Mm-hmm. Mrs. Oda is a jewel trader, which is a job.
Yeah.
Not suspicious at all.
No. And I'm like, why did a jewel trader think, you know what my place in this world is?
Yes.
Is to bring these politicians together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
And so she organizes this. And then the other person is Hata. I like how you are like, oh, so where does Hara come in? And the brother corrects you and says, oh, no, the person's name is Hata, because that's kind of what I would do. I pronounce names wrong all the time. And so it's interesting that she made that choice of like, oh, yeah, actually, this is how you say that person's name.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Hata is an official from the Ministry of Arts. So he was coming with Mrs. Oda to inspect and look at Yukisu, the tea bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mrs. Oda specifically wanted, normally like for something like this, the top tea server person would perform the ceremony, but Oda specifically wanted a student to do it.
Yeah. Thinking about it, like, why would Mrs. Oda bring this group together? Like, what part of the government does she play? Mm-hmm. I guess realistically, like thinking about it, it's that she just spends a lot of time at this tea place is, I guess, what they're trying to do here. Like, oh, she's a big supporter of Ura Senke tea palace place. Like, she always be shopping there,
I guess. And then it gets more into the rituals of tea ceremonies and all that. And again, taking really good care, detail. Yeah, Shannon is definitely showing her knowledge of the culture. Mm-hmm. Then from there, you get to investigate all 4 suspects.
And you stroke your chin while you're thinking about who to talk to. I like that detail. I'm like, mm-hmm.
But then it kind of gets into the Harlow Thromby problem of like, again, we have 4 suspects. Uh-huh. Each one is getting their own branch. We're going to run out of pages real fast.
Well, it was fun because then you had to decide, right? Mm-hmm. That was like our first, the first real decision was, choosing to talk to the police or not.
So who did you talk to first?
I decided to talk to Mr. Hata, the official from the Ministry of Arts.
Oh, okay. I think I did Prime Minister or I did the Congress person. And if you do either of those choices, they're kind of out and you have to keep flipping around.
I decided to talk to Mr. Hata because I thought, well, if anyone in there had a deeper knowledge of this bowl and its meaning, it would be him, right? Like, he's from the Ministry of Arts. They're the people who decide that this bowl is a national treasure. Mm-hmm. He's going to be someone who can give me a lot of information about the bowl, even if he can't give me a lot of information about, the day and stuff.
I went back and I wanted to talk to Oda first.
Oh, okay.
So how about you do Hata first?
Okay. So yeah, you go talk to Mr. Hata and you get to his hotel where he's staying and you get there and you say, hey, can you tell me which room Mr. Shoji Hata is using? And the clerk is like, oh, he checked out a couple minutes ago. You're like, oh, where did he go? Do you know? They're like, nope, but you can ask the doorman because the doorman called in a cab.
Oh, yes. And really quick, I want to show you my doorman.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I'm reading the re-release. Mm-hmm. There's my doorman.
Oh, my God.
And it really looks like a 3 kids in a trench coat kind of situation.
It does.
It's this guy in like a very big, like official looking coat.
It's like a double-breasted, like doorman
uniform
coat, but it's got like 18 buttons going all the way down.
Yes, and the person's head is very tiny, so it looks like
it's like
a kid.
David Lynch's talking head suit.
No, David
Byrne's talking head suit. That's what it looks like. Oh my gosh. You go.
So I like to think like the doorman saying like, oh, he left 15 minutes ago.
Uh-huh. Sorry, mister.
Can we go to the R-rated movie now?
I have a real ID. So the doorman says like, oh, a short, studious looking man with glasses, you say? And you're like, yeah, man, he only left like 15 minutes ago. He had a wooden box wrapped in an expensive purple silk scarf, and he wouldn't even let me touch it. And he directed the cab driver to Kobe Seaport, dock number 19. And there's not a lot of cruise ships leaving from there this time of year. And then you and Kenichi are like, okay, should we go by train or should we go by cab?
Yes.
Train will be slower but cheaper. Okay. Cab is going to be faster.
But it's kind of a weird choice because like money plays no factor into this book at all. So like, why does it matter if one's more expensive than the other?
Exactly.
So what'd you do?
I took the taxi. That was the wrong choice, FYI. So I say goodbye to Takashi and we're like, all right, see you later. We're driving along. I fall asleep. And then all of a sudden I am rudely awakened because our cab gets hit.
Oh, yes.
We get sideswiped by a hit and run driver. Car is badly damaged. And the driver is like, I could have sworn that car was waiting at the intersection for us. They didn't even stop. They just hit us. And Kenichi has a big, huge cut in his arm. So you're like, uh-oh, his arm is bleeding. He's bleeding out. And you're like, we got to get to the hospital.
And then that's the end, right?
And that's the end because you're like, oh, maybe someone heard you ask Mr. Hata about him. And then, you know, what you really should do is go by train. You end up at the dock. You get there and you end up at the Crane of Happiness, which leaves for Germany at 3:30. And you go up to the deck where you can like wave goodbye to people. And
like it's from like the 1930s.
Yeah, exactly. And it's called the Bon Voyage Lounge. So you run upstairs and you see him in the corner with the box. And you're like, oh, most honorable Mr. Hata. And he sees you. He grabs the box and he sprints off.
Right.
You're like, oh no.
So obviously very suspicious.
Highly sus.
Doesn't even try to like hide.
No. So then you have to decide if you're going to chase after him or go to his cabin and wait.
But I mean, just again, from a mystery aspect.
Yeah.
Like, it's a little odd because, like, you're just following up on him. Like, you have no suspicion of him.
Right. I was just going to ask him a question.
Yes.
I was literally just going to be like, hey, man, what can you tell me, you know, like, about this bowl? Both options are kind of fun. But I went to his cabin from there. That's the more fun option. If you go to his cabin, you see that his light is blinking on his phone because he has a message.
And the message is there's no snow forecasted or something like that, which you interpreted as we don't have the bowl.
Right. If you don't pick up the phone and you hide in the bathroom to wait for him to come, that's actually more fun because you wait for him and you're like, we're going to hide in the shower. It's going to be fun.
Gotta stir my tea.
So you're waiting. 10 minutes later, he comes in. He goes to the phone, asks for his message. And then you're like, all right, we're going to jump out. You guys jump out the bathroom. Boom. You kick the door open karate style. Hey-ya!
Does it say hiya?
It doesn't. It just says boom.
Okay.
I wish. You're like, okay, tell us what's in the box. It's so precious. It's not the tea bowl. Is it? And he's like, I thought it was, but that message just said the bowl I've got is a fake. We were double crossed. And you're like, who do you mean? We. He's like, Mrs. Oda and myself. She cooked this whole thing up. I was just supposed to deliver it to the buyer in Munich. I borrowed the proper exit stamps needed from the ministry to get the bowl through customs. She's paying me $100,000 to deliver it. That's the whole reason I did it. I need the money for my kids' tuition.
See? I would have got away with it too.
Right. You have to decide if you're going to believe him and untie him or leave him there where he is and take the fake bowl back to Kyoto. And I was like, I'm not going to trust this guy. So I was going to leave him tied up, which I did. So there's a loud knock on the door and the police are like, open up. It's the police. You go to the door. You're like, hey guys, we already figured this out. We tied him up for you. We're okay.
Trust me, a child.
Trust me, a child. And so the door swings open. 4 policemen burst past into the cabin. And they're like, nice work, kids. Where are the pearls? And you're like, what?
Oh, I didn't get this. Okay.
You're like, what? What are you talking about?
That's Titanic, all right?
Yeah. There's a huge strand of pearls that Mr. Hata is trying to smuggle out of the country for his friend, Mrs. Oda.
Oh.
And then another officer like takes the wooden box and like snaps the top of it in half and like blah, 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 like all the pearls just come out of the wood.
Okay.
They were embedded in the wood.
Huh.
You're like, oh, we were actually looking for this T-bowl. It's like a national treasure.
I think it's Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow.
Right. And the officer picks up the T-bowl and he's like, this? Come on, don't be modest. This bowl's nice, but it's not a national treasure. This looks ugly.
Which, yeah, everyone can tell it's a fake except for you.
Yeah.
Or the people involved.
He's like, you guys must have known about the pearls and tied them up. Who tipped you off? And you're like, no, we had no idea. We were here for this bowl. And they did not, they just don't believe you at all. And so then tomorrow it says your pictures will be plastered across the front page of every newspaper in Japan as the heroes of a crime you didn't even solve.
I
so
thought
way more fun on my second run when I did all that.
I guess because I never really figured out who has the real bowl. I thought
I
did.
did.
Oh, okay. Do we want to get to my run through really quick?
Yes.
So yeah, I tried to follow the politicians, and then I kind of got frustrated with that branch, and then so I just kind of went back, which I normally don't do, but I went back to go see Mrs. Oda. She is like, oh, hey kid from the tea ceremony. So sorry to hear about the tea bowl missing. And she's like, how you holding up, kid? How you doing? The brother character starts to like explain what you're doing.
Yeah.
And she's like, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Nothing. It's nothing.
And yeah, she's like, oh, well, no matter. Since you are here anyway, I insist on you staying for a cup of tea. So she has her own like little tea place. And then, yeah, she gets a call and then she kind of scurries away to somewhere. So you can either ask Takashi's friend who knows works for Mrs. Oda. And so you can investigate her that way, or you can just follow her. And so I follow her because she's acting a little suspicious. You follow her. She gets this car out. And so, yeah, you can either kind of wait to like surprise her, or you can jump into her trunk.
Yeah, which is really fun.
Yeah, the trunk one is a lot more fun, but
Yeah.
that's not what I did. I kind of waited for her. And so, yeah, she kind of comes out.
And you bum rush her.
Basically, you're like, hey, I know you have the T-bowl, even though like really
You don't.
Yeah.
And she like Bobby Hills you like, that's my purse. I don't know you.
That's exactly what she does. And then so yeah, she hits you.
Yeah, she left hooks you hard.
And then yeah, you are like unconscious, and like your two friends are like kind of stunned.
Yeah,
until
they don't
do
want to
nothing.
get popped in the jaw by an old lady.
Yeah. Your head cracks against the pavement as you land. Ignoring Mrs. Oda, your two friends crouch with worried looks behind your unconscious figure. They don't even notice her as she drives away, tossing an evil and triumphant grin in your direction.
Yeah, you got clocked by Mrs. Oda. You got clocked hard.
So I knew that she had the bowl, which turned out to be a counterfeit. And so I never really did the Mr. Hata path. So I thought that he had the bowl, but I guess he doesn't. So can you tell us what's going on?
Yes. So if you go talk to Mr. Sakamoto, you go to his place and he's not there. Now, where should we go? For me, I'd already done the Oda run. I'd already done the Hata run. So I was like, I'm going to go talk to Narita, Mr. Narita.
That's the congressperson?
That's the congressperson. So I went and talked to Mr. Narita. And when I went and talked to him, he basically said, I feel like Sakamoto would have arranged for the bowl to be disappeared.
Yes.
And then reappeared. Because he's a very proud man. He's very
Because he doesn't want to necessarily have peace.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to back out of this ceremony.
Exactly. You guys have that conversation with him. And then you're like, okay, well, thank you. We'll look into it. You're like, I think he's just a tad paranoid, just a touch paranoid. So then you go back to the hotel again, and Mr. Sakamoto is there. And then you're talking to him, and he's like, it's very typical that he thinks I stole the tea bowl. Maybe he stole the tea bowl. Like they're being very much like, oh, maybe he's the one who did it. Oh, he's the one who did it. Then Mr. Sakamoto said, well, I didn't say anything at the time because it might have been inappropriate or unusual. But the same time that Takashi walked out of the garden into the garden to greet us, I saw a maid or someone who was dressed like a maid go into the back gate beyond the tea hut. And I assumed she'd brought something in that was forgotten. And Takashi was like, oh no, there was nothing forgotten. There was no way. That maid must be the one who took the bowl. So you go and you find the housekeeper and you're like, who was working this morning? And she said the only maid working was Akiko Tanaka, and she lives with her grandparents in a farming community. She also moonlights as a bar hostess at a place called the Blue Rabbit.
Yes.
Downtown. You can either go to the Blue Rabbit or you can go right to Akiko's house. Either way, you're going to find it.
Okay.
If you go to Blue Rabbit, you meet her friend because she's not working. Her grandpa is really sick, and her old boyfriend, who's fallen in with the Yakuza, has been pestering her about stuff.
Okay.
That's what you find out. She had gone to pick up 2 tea bowls that she'd commissioned from an art dealer in town. And they were identical and somewhat crude. They were glazed a grayish white, nothing particularly pretty. She said, the friend said, I wouldn't have spent 500,000 yen for them.
She spilled the tea on that.
And you're like, where can we find Akiko now? She's like, well, she's probably at home. So you're like, okay, we got to get over there. You get there and someone answers and it's her grandma. And she's like, okay, Akiko is here. She's like, my grandpa is dying and it's New Year's. And I thought he could use this for his last tea ceremony, for his last New Year's tea ceremony. And then you're like, but why the 2 lookalikes? And she said, 3 weeks ago, Mrs. Oda approached me and asked if I would steal the bowl for her and substitute a fake that she had made. Normally, I would have refused, but she offered me 5 million yen, and my grandfather has no medical insurance, so I agreed. Then last week, a former friend who had somehow heard about the plan asked me to make yet another substitute. So yeah, she gave fakes to both of them and kept the original bowl to use.
Okay.
And then return. So in the other branch, if you don't go to the Blue Rabbit first, if you go right to Akiko's house, I really like that one. It's really good. You get there to her house. You go out to the tea garden. Akiko's grandpa is out there and he performs a tea ceremony for you all with the bowl. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's the bowl. And you're like, should I say something? Should I say something or not? And you decide, well, I decided not to break the silence of the tea ceremony because I feel like that would be incredibly disrespectful.
Sure.
And I decided to let Takashi take the lead because I'm like, I've never been to a tea ceremony. And actually, when the tea ceremony started, Takashi and Kenichi were like, bro, follow us. You do not know anything about this. So just do what we do so you don't make a fool of yourself and disrespect people.
Sure.
Okay. Which I thought was really great. At the end of the tea ceremony, Takashi says, rarely have I been the guest of such a fine tea ceremony. Would you be so kind as to sign Yukisu's box, like the box that the bowl is kept in? And you do end up getting the box back and kind of finding out what the mystery was. But you asked Takashi, why did you have him sign the bowl? And he was like, well, he clearly like honors the true spirit of tea. Oh. And so it's really nice.
Yeah, that's interesting ending.
Yeah.
Good little button on the mystery.
Yeah.
Do you have anything that was kind of weird or wacky? This one was, the endings were mostly, I almost say muted, but they weren't that crazy, except for a handful of them.
Yeah, there's a couple where you die in some like Yakuza gangways.
I got shot by Mrs. Oda.
Yeah.
In one branch. Because, yeah, you come out, you can either hide under the desk or you can hide in the closet. And, yeah, if you hide in the closet, like, you basically, like, can't wait. And you're like, caught you. You stole this bowl.
Yeah.
And then she shoots you. My
favorite ending is, I think this is one where you try to talk to the cops and they're doing stuff. And then your friends are like, okay, what should we do next? And they're like, we've got this great idea. We're going to go and ask Mrs. Hamaguchi.
Yes, the fortune teller.
She is like the most renowned fortune teller. She always gets it right. And so you wait in line for like 2 hours for Mrs. Hamaguchi to tell you what's going on with the bowl. Okay. She tells you, do nothing.
Yes.
Do nothing and the bowl will come back to you because the bowl itself is not sentient, but it is. like it wants to be in the hands of good people, not in the hands of bad people. So it'll just show up if you do nothing.
When you think about the overarching mystery is like, that makes total sense.
Yeah. And so you either have to decide to go to lunch
Yes.
or like go back home. And either way, the answer is right, because at the end it's like, oh, the bull just kind of shows up.
And then like you basically, to put like a joke on it, you're like, oh, I wonder if she'll help me with my math problems, my
Yeah.
math tests.
Is she going to tell me how I'm going to do on math? Yeah. And then you guys are standing next to each other sassily.
I had a crazy ending of, I think this is when you go into the trunk of the car and the car is just driving around and then you hear like gunshots and you hear running around the car.
Yeah. This is if you don't get out of the
Oh, sure.
trunk right
Okay.
away.
Yeah, you hear gunshots and the people running around yelling. All of a sudden the car picks back up again. You open up the car trunk and you see that you are driving off of a pier and
Yeah.
someone just jumped out of the car.
Yeah, you're like, oh, it feels like we're going over some speed bumps. It's like, blah, 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 blah. And then you look out and you're like, oh no, we're on the dock.
And then so yeah, you fall into the water, you get out of the trunk, and then so you find out that the bull is a fake. And you think that Mrs. Oda was killed in these gunshots. Your friend says, well, what do we do now? Start again at the beginning? And then you say, at least with Mrs. Oda dead, there's one less suspect. You say cheerfully.
Yeah, cheerfully.
That was such a weird detail.
Oh yeah, I love that part. Cheerfully. At least we don't have to look into her.
So that was Cup of Death. I think well, first of all, what do you think of the title change?
I guess I don't know why it's a cup of death.
Right. It's a little,
Like, did it kill people?
it didn't necessarily. I mean, people died around
Is
it,
it
but
cursed?
it isn't really. So I think it makes it a little bit more interesting of a title, but it's not necessarily true to the story.
No, I wish that it stuck with the mystery of Ura Senke.
Because I think this one was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a really fun mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I would put this in like top something.
Yeah, it's in my top 10. It's a good
I
one.
wouldn't say top 10.
I mean,
would-
now that we've gotten up to 44, it's hard.
Oh yeah, it's that's the thing. This one's good. Yeah, I wouldn't say this is in my top 10, but this is in my top. This is my top half definitely.
I would put it in my top 10. It was
Awesome.
really fun.
This one was really fun and really good. And like I said at the beginning, like this could have gone so bad so quickly.
Yeah.
And the fact that it didn't was just it shows that Shannon Gilligan is going to be an author to look for.
Yeah, and it kind of has the feeling of like a James Bond spy kind of thing, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, and the choices were interesting. The mystery was interesting because you had to do several runs
Oh yeah,
to
it took
really
me-
get it.
Took me a while to actually figure out where the bull was.
Mhm.
Yeah, it took a while,
Which is good.
and it makes you want to keep reading it then, which is fun. Because the saddest kind of choose ones are where you read it one time and you're like, oh, that feels like enough.
Right. Or when there's a mystery, and a lot of times there's a mystery in the choose books, and they tell you what happened right away.
Yeah, when I get them spelled out for me, that
And that's
always
not
makes
fun.
me really bummed out.
And this, I think it would have been really hard for you on your first run to get all the information right away.
Yeah, like on that kind of second pass of the Mr. Hata story, I got a lot of the stuff figured out, but I mean, you don't figure out all of the stuff with Akiko, where
Right.
she does really kind of tell you how she double-crossed.
So this is a keeper.
Yeah,
So if you can find this one, yeah, we definitely recommend this one.
for sure.
I think that about covers it. Make sure that you follow us on the podcatcher of your choice so you stay on top of new episodes. If you can like us and rate us, please, there's a couple different ways. Spotify, there's podcasts, there's Apple Podcasts, of course. Give us 5 stars if you can. That really helps us out and just helps other people find the show. Make sure that you also go onto our Redbubble. We got shirts, we got stickers. We're going to be uploading some new stuff soon if we haven't already. And also you can go onto our Instagram page and we post photos from the books, other fun things. You kind of got a little bit of an update from one of our friends,
Our fan
friends.
our family.
Hey, our chosen family.
Yeah, and it's always cool to send us messages and stuff if you have them, fun updates. One of our listeners sent me a photo of themselves while they were on vacation, and they were wearing one of our logo T-shirts.
Yeah.
And they were wearing that T-shirt while they were on vacation in the Canary Islands, and it was very fun. Also, when their partner went diving in the Atlantic Ocean and asked them to come in, they said, no, the ocean wants us all dead because of the Treasure Diver Pod episode. And that is very true. The ocean and all bodies of water want us dead, as we learned last week.
This is true.
Yeah. Don't go in the water unless it's to clean yourself.
Don't bring the water.
Blood in the water.
But in the water.
We're going to start a grunge band after this.
No, we're not. So yeah, it's just a good way just to interact with us. That's Abby mostly, but
yeah, it's mostly me. I send stuff to Peter though. And
yeah. But then I
and then he responds with
haha
with just HA period. So that's how I can tell that he's very amused. Ha. Ha. Or sometimes he'll say, I actually laughed out loud at that one. Period.
Because I hate saying just LOL because that's overused. So when you actually do it, you should say.
I never
write
it unless I actually did it.
2 rules of etiquette. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your friends that you actually laughed out loud.
True. One time after college, briefly, I dated a person who added LOL at the end of every sentence.
See, it's overused.
And I was like, what? It's like, how are you doing? LOL. What are you having for dinner? LOL. Stop that. What is your deal? LOL.
Anything else to talk about? Our next book is going to be You Are a Shark, number 45 by Edward Packard. So I think we're looking forward to that one, obviously.
Yeah. I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
So yeah, we'll see you then. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And this has been Choose Your Own Book Club. We'll see you next time. That wasn't... Are you going to...
Bye.